Okay, this thing here is the line lock. This is with the R&M on it. This is where your feet go. There's the master cylinder. Back in here is where the firewalls move back with all the extra space. That's the power steering, the power transmission thing, dipstick. This is the headlights are still in, but there's even electric. I guess to plug them in. So the electric's still there for the headlights. There's the radiator. There's the fuel pump. Water pump, I mean, and then there's the motor mount goes across. This is the overflow. These are still the wires for the headlights. I'll zoom in on that. That's the fuel pump pressure regulator gauge. Back over this way, that's the Dominator carburetor. And down this side here's all the room where the firewall's kicked back so you can work on everything. There's the starter and all that. Now we'll go to the back. Before we start it, here's the master on-off switch right below the key to the trunk. Let me back out so you can see it. Right here, off, on. This is the trunk. These are the batteries, fuel cell. I'll close the trunk. I'll leave the key to the trunk inside. Now we'll go inside. This is the door, regular door handles. I'll go inside. That's MSD ignition. Inside, there's the dashboard. There's the gauges. I'll zoom in. There's the tachometer. What's that, recall buttons and stuff on there?
Yeah, and shift light.
Shift light and recall stuff. That is the oil pressure and water temperature. Okay, I'll get in here now and get a picture of the switches. I don't know what that said. What's the first one?
Ignition, fuel.
Ignition, fuel.
Water.
Water.
Fan and lights.
Fan and lights. What's lights mean?
Turns the lights on in the.
Oh, it turns the lights on the dashboard for night.
And one tail light.
And one tail light. So when you first start it, you turn on the. You go down here to the starter button. Turn the starter button on. There's an on-off switch on there too. What's that for?
No, don't know. You just turn ignition on.
Just turn ignition on top. I press the starter until that gauge goes up. How high is it got to go before you start it? 20?
As long as it gets up to 10.
As long as it gets up to 10. All right. Then he's going to show you about this is the shifter. And there's a wire going up there to the steering wheel. What's that for?
Trans brake.
That's called a trans brake. There's a wire going up to the steering wheel.
And you hold the button until you're ready to launch, and then you let go.
Hold the button until you're ready to launch, then let go. Now he's down on a shifter. Now how's it work?
Pull up.
Pull up.
Reverse.
Reverse.
Neutral.
Neutral. Push down. And then 1, 2, 3.
Ratchet it all the way back here first.
Ratchet all the way back in first, and you just slap it forward.
Second.
Third. Fourth. You can't go no more. Then you got to lift it up. Go back into neutral. And then up into park.
Yeah.
Into park. So park's forward. Next one back is neutral.
Reverse.
Reverse, I mean. Then neutral. Then you push it down, pull back, ratchet it all the way back. That's first gear when you're all the way back. That's where you start. Just slap it, slap it.
That's it.
And that's it.
And you got neutral.
Neutral up, reverse, up again, and parks on top. That's how you shift it. This thing here is for the computer, I guess, if you want to put a computer in. All right, that's it. So right now, the next thing we're going to do, this is the back where the fender wells are at. The roll bars go all the way to the rear. Okay, and this is the floor. Looks like the original floor. All right, next thing we're going to do is start it here in a second. Now, here's the doorknob and the door panel. Now we're inside. This is how you start it.
Ignition
Ignition, up,
and a fuel pump on.
fuel pump on. Here's the fuel pump going.
You don't turn the water pump on until you get heat in it.
You don't turn the water pump on until you get
Heat in the motor.
heat in the motor.
Then you could start circulating it, and you don't have to turn this on until 180.
You don't have to turn the fan on until it gets to 180.
So just to let it warm up.
So let it warm up, turn that on. Now you hit the starter switch. I'll show you the motor. Okay, here's how it works. All the switches are off, and that's it. And the last thing we do is go back and turn the and the line lock is on the steering wheel, right there,
Brake.
or the trans brake. You hold it. Once everything's ready, and when you let go of the button, bam, you're gone. All right, there's fire extinguisher. Hold on, let me back out of here. Yeah, the fire extinguisher there, 5-point harness, all the roll cage, everything's all here. 4-gauge. You see there's no rust. There's the Lexan windows, give you a better look at what it looks like. Lexan in the back. Look at the body. And last thing we do is turn off the switch in the back. And that's a wrap.